How's it going, everyone? It's Mask here, back with a Knights Chronicle video. I'm super excited. It's been so long since I made a video on Knights Chronicle. This was one of the favorite games I've ever featured on my channel, and I got back into the game. I've been playing it for 2-3 weeks now, and it's won me back. They've done a really good job with their anniversary update. I'm not going to get into too many of those details. This video specifically is going to be about the Blizzeria. Now, I love the name Blizzeria. So many reasons. I'll get into them later. The Blizzeria Advent, how I'm beating it, how I suggest you to try to beat it. It's a really important Advent to be clearing every day if you can. Obviously, having some really strong friend units is going to help. This is the team I've been clearing it with right now. A good substitute for Ramu, Rue, or Sid, doesn't matter which one, is actually Lydia. Lydia is a free-to-play, super rare unit that gets upgraded just by grinding out your epic quests constantly. I'm just gonna go jump over those super quick just to show you. Epic quests. Lydia, I haven't got her upgraded yet myself. I still need to grind out more of her costume fragments. If I go to create costume, I'm only at 36 out of 300. The epic quests themselves take quite a while to grind. I've been grinding them for well, since I came back. I'm like, oh, these quests, they look cool. This is great. Lydia, it would be a fantastic support for this. I'd actually put her in user leader skill for the 30% bonus HP, because this is not a race. This Advent, unlike a bunch of others, a lot of times you're racing the boss. There's insta-kill mechanics. None of that exists here. That's why I'm using 3 supports and 2 damage dealers. Honestly, if you're really struggling, try a 4 support, 1 damage dealer team, and you just constantly revive that damage dealer, get them to do as much damage as they can. And if I were to suggest anyone, it's actually going to be Esna. There's nothing really to show off here other than just jumping right in. Rune slots, gosh, it's 2 times rune, 2 times rune drops right now. Man, I probably just reverted. For those of you who've been around the channel for a long time, you know I went through this phase of not being able to say the word rune correctly. I would call it ruin. Ruin. I don't want to revert back there, but I made some room. We should be able to jump in here now. So I got a 3 support team, 2 damage dealers. Ruby's a little hard. My Ruby's really strong. That's the only reason I got her in here. She's hard to carry through the first 2 bosses, first 2 stages, I should say, but on the 3rd stage, she does extremely well. So, coming in here, the absolute secret that I'm going to share with you guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, is that Esna is an absolute beast at this Advent, because these little heroes on the side here are not immune to, I don't actually remember the name of the debuff. I'm going to look it up wait. Oh, she's going to apply it anyway. Maybe? No. Okay, we'll get it with this next attack. What is the name of her debuff she puts on with her ultimate? Doesn't matter. When they attack, they lose 50% of their health. Boom. Kills them almost instantly. It's fantastic. Sid, I save his, oh, I could have used his revive there. Obviously missed that. You just constantly revive your damage dealers whenever they get killed. Here we go. Ultimate. It just killed the guy. Hey, that works too. Normally, it just applies the debuff, and then next time they attack, they kill themselves. And it works. Such mitigated damage. I was using Verdandi, I think that's how you say her name, before, and I just found Ruby a little better, because this gets harder for the actual final boss. The final boss is definitely the hardest stage. These first 2 stages, they aren't that hard at all. It's just sort of a grind, and Esna is so nice because she speeds it up. Although you guys did not get to see it here, you'll definitely get an opportunity to see it soon. Esna speeds this run up so much, and she did some great damage. Ruby gets hit so many times, especially being a wind unit, that she gets to use her ultimate almost every turn she goes. Another reason why I like her. And if you ever awakened, of course, she gets even better. Mine Ruby is not awakened yet. I kind of stopped. I took a break, I should say, during when all the awakening was happening. So I'm way behind on getting my units awakened. I think I might have 2 stars on Esna, maybe 1 on Damien, and maybe 1 on Ashley. But I got a long ways to go with those. That's a very grindy currency for sure. my runs have been a lot cleaner since I switched to Ruby instead of Verdandi as well. Even though because I was only ever wiping on the final stage, and Ruby does the final stage so much better. Because that guy's stunned, I'll go over here and focus this one on the far right first. I'm really just looking for Esna to have her ultimate up. Haven't got to show you my strategy even once yet. She hasn't even been hitting the 50% on her. What are these cooldowns? Oh man, come on, apply it. Wow, haven't hit it once yet. That is crazy. She has Esna's Revenge ready. Esna is such a cool unit, and I don't know if I literally never read what her skills did. You know what it is? I've never done an Esna champion, an Esna build guide, and I never truly discovered how her character worked. She gets guaranteed crits when she has Esna's Revenge, and that is so crazy awesome. Boom, and she gets Esna's Revenge so often. This attack crits. So all of a sudden, I need to completely rebuild her. I didn't really realize this until like yesterday when I went and read everything she did. All I knew is she applied... I still haven't read the debuff because we haven't been able to do it yet. Every auto attack, I call them, but skill 1 that she does, she has a 50% chance to apply the debuff, and it hasn't happened once. Unlucky. Cooldown decrease. Don't say cooldown increase. Brand dead. Oh, rip. Okay. We're actually... here we go. Okay. Her ultimate, guaranteed debuff. It's Mental Seal. There we go. And just like that, they're dead. The Mental Seal normally has me through these first 2 phases just like that. And we're actually taking a lot of damage. Our Ramu had to die and use a revive. Because when all 3 of the fire people are up, especially in the second wave, they pack a pretty good punch. I should be able to take this out with skill 2. Cool. I'll save skill 3 for the first wave of the beginning of the next stage, let's call it. So, important too that your supports that you're using have the ability to clear debuffs. There's a lot of damage over time that you're going to have to survive through here. I should pay a little more attention to what the debuffs are. I know we have a brand on us right now. That's pretty standard. Brand and burn is all you really deal with in these first 2 stages. In the final stage, actually versus Blizzeria, she brings out a type weakness. She basically debuffs you and makes you weak to her element. I'll have to open it up and actually really read it to make sure I'm not saying this wrong. But that's what I gathered from the debuff. It almost looks like an ice cream cone. I'm holding on to Esna's ult here. That's why this stage is taking a little longer than I would have liked. Not to mention, we lost our 50%, our coin toss RNG like 6 times in a row on Esna's skill 1s. Yikes! Are we gonna wipe here? Oh, Sid, you're okay. You're okay, Sid. Oh, Rue. Yeah, hit Rue. That's good. Hit Rue. You can do that. Easy. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and waste this just because it gives us the debuff immunity, and it'll take the edge off all these attacks. There we go. We're back in business. Our damage dealers are alive. Ruby says, I know you're a fire unit, but see ya. No problem. All right, Blizzeria. This is funny because I literally there's everything everything I can find I will add an aria to and make fun of my wife Maria, and it's hilarious. Man, just like that. Boom. The edge gets taken off this round so fast when you get to drop somebody in the first attack. Esna got the Mental Seal on that is there a name for these side units? Lepus. Not important. Let's look at the debuffs here. I want to find, obviously we're frozen. What do we have on Ramu right now? Oral Signet. That's fine. Burn, shield. So the debuff I've been talking about is not on any of them yet. So I'm looking out for it. I want to find out the name of it and read exactly what it does. There's a Mental Seal. That guy's dead, just like that. Boom! Oh, there we go. Ramu has it. Elemental disadvantage increase. Increases elemental disadvantage damage. Oh, okay, so only if you're at a disadvantage. So the only person that actually affects on this team, because I've strategically laid this out, we're using water and wind units because water helps, or water does well against the first 2 stages. Although, like I said, they're not that hard. You can really get through them just by having the supports. Constantly heal your team, cleanse the burns, and have the revives available. The revives are great. Ramuh is a fantastic support here because she has a cleanse. Rue has a cleanse. Sid's nice because he gets the cooldown reduction, but I would probably replace Sid with Lydia if you're struggling. I think he'd be the first one that I would take out. Rue is just so nice because her ultimate brings people back, but also lets them attack right away and gives their skill cooldowns, which is just such a triple threat. Revive, refresh Esna's ult, instant mental seal, boom, boom. If Esna kills someone, dies, Rue revives her the next turn. Literally, in 3 turns, you could wipe out all the ads on one of these stages. And once you just have the 5-on-1, hopefully, against the boss, this stage just becomes pretty textbook. Actually, I remember now, I usually throw it in auto because there's not really any thinking left. Cast the skills. If someone dies, revive them. Cast the skills. So you just once you get onto the 5-on-1 on Blizzeria, unless you really see yourself about to die, turn off the auto, take over. Otherwise, here's where Ruby's here for. Ruby pumps the damage in for this final stage. And there it is. Blizzeria, get it on farm. I didn't get anything good. Oh, we got these tickets. They're nice. I haven't looked too closely at what I'm getting from all these tickets and stuff I've been collecting. Because there's such a long time in the event. I usually hoard all of my event currency and then do a video opening everything, so we can kind of get a good representation of what the RNG was for event turn-in materials. I do believe the coins you collect from the gold and evolution stages are just 1-for-1 trades. They're set. It's double gold time. Great time to cash in those tickets. I was cashing in my tickets on growth and badges, thinking that these coin drops were super important, but they're all fairly limited on what you can trade them in for. If I go to the event tab, I think it is, yeah, the anniversary exchange. So I was like, oh, I better use these tickets. I didn't really look at what the coins could get, but these are, I've already done all the awakening essence transfers. I think it was like you could get 50 awakening essence, which is fantastic. Thank you, game. 150, 170, 150, 150. Fairly easy to get over time. There's 9 days left. I feel like you probably didn't need to use any reset tickets, and you're probably going to get all of this. I got 2 marvelous evolve mons. I'll definitely get 50, 2 available, so that's 50. You need 100 of everything. You need 150 for that, and then the rest, I mean, you can toggle between them. They give you 1-to-1 ratios trading between coins, and what that means is you never have to worry about what you're doing. So I'm resetting the gold dungeon. I highly suggest doing the same thing. Fully reset your gold dungeon. Not to mention, gold dungeon is one ticket. Reset it. You do it 5 times. So you're really racking up the coins there. And then you just trade the coins. Level out the currencies so you're able to trade them in. Take advantage of that event. You get a lot of nice stuff. And Blizzeria. There you have it. I'm probably going to look to do a review of the unit, Blizzeria herself. I haven't even looked at her yet. I've just been collecting her and upgrading her, and she should be chilling in my hero box pretty close to the top here. So I do believe I got her to max level. I think there was a quest I had to do for Damien. He was bugging me constantly. Oh, I'm sorting SRs right now. That's why she hasn't popped up yet. Here we go. Yeah, Blizzeria. I haven't really checked out the skills or anything yet, but I've collected a bunch of her. Hopefully I can max her out during this event. I have not been using tickets to reset her dungeon. I'm probably going to evaluate whether or not that's worth it. I tend to never do that because I always figure that the heroes are going to come back into rotation later, but with these event ones, you just never know. I'm actually looking for some advice. I've missed most of these collab events, unfortunately. When there is a collab Advent dungeon, does that dungeon ever come back after the collab's done or not? If you guys could let me know in the comments down below, that'd be fantastic. I'm not sure. If that's the case, that they never come back, I might start spending some dungeon tickets to reset this to just make sure I get a fully skill leveled up Blizzeria, because it would be sad. I just see like lost potential when I don't get a unit maxed out. But it's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much. It's been awesome finally getting to make another Knights Chronicle video, and I really hope I can get into a great routine with my life to put probably 2 or 3 of these out. I'd really like to put a video out every other day. That's a nice steady pace to not get burnt out, easy to keep going. And then if there's like special events and stuff, you add an extra video in here or there. Like you have a nice consistent every other day schedule and some pluses wherever you can. I'm gonna stop rambling though. It's been exciting to get back in front of the camera. I really appreciate the support. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me personally. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time. Life is fantastic. I just got really busy with it over the past couple months, but everything is great. Have a great day, night, rest of your whatever you got going on right now. Until next time, stay classy.